I believe that there is always a need to archive, to work on the archives, to browse through, to analyze, to they digitalize, to put in perspective things, and then only see whether they cross over with what is known today as still as a canon. But with the kind of ambition that I think should come from both sides, and that ambition is that both sides should get to know each other better through these new knowledges. Yeah, I believe one that is at the moment as we speak being quite researched is the non-aligned movement, and sort of the inscription of this region into a larger global movement of that moment, where Tito was very prominently part of the formation of the non-aligned movement. There are many attempts. Also, I would say like what Sweet 60s was as a project of Georg Schölhammer, for example, trying to look beyond the margins of where does Eastern Europe stop. I would say that one, in a way, it's not like a formal practice, but it's more like a strategy. Artistic strategy that, for example, Zdenka Badovinac and Igor Zabel wrote a lot. It's called self-historicization, thinking about precisely artistic practices that were done within what we call conceptual art, and the lack of any kind of art system, or the lack of art system that could support this kind of practices when they were being done. And this led to many artists thinking and working at the same time as artists, also as archivists, art historians, art critics. What does it mean for a locality to be global? It would just, for me, represent practices that address a possibility that are kind of that try to motivate more artistic practices that want to contribute with some meaningful research and meaningful connections, either locally or translocally, but that should care less about their visibility on the spotlight of biennials and so on. I think it's crucial. I think it's very crucial to know, to have that knowledge. Any artistic production or any cultural production is embedded in the time and space. So by not knowing or not having that access to that information, you are losing a lot of important elements that could be then even vital for that kind of work and its transmission for the future. So I think it's absolutely crucial, and it's also crucial to understand that when researching that kind of knowledge, this knowledge belongs to a certain space, and you, as an institution or as a person working within an institution, you have certain responsibilities about handling that knowledge, representing, handling, sharing, and this responsibility relates to working with people that have that knowledge and acknowledging that network that is around certain works or is around certain productions, specialists. I think it's absolutely important to have that kind of exchanges and acknowledgements.